Okay, trappers, so I'm down here on this sandy wash down here, the dry riverbed, and I'm looking for sign. And what I found was a wonderful bobcat toilet area. Now, cats have a tendency to want to cover their toilet, their scat, but when you find it, you're going to want to set it. That is something that was set into me by Joe Stambro years ago. I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. But we have multiple times that cat was right there. So we got the cat. He's coming in. I really don't see, I mean, there's an old print, and there's some old prints right there. So I think he's walking from that direction. I'll pick up and save some of that scat. Let me come to this side, but let's go ahead and set this cat location. Okay. Let's well, we'll just use whatever we have. But we got this scat, we have this scat right there. We have some older scat right in that location. So I'm gonna save one of them here. Them old sand spurs, they're a booger. And the rest of it I'll save for future sets. And but I think we got that. Let's go ahead and let's give ourselves something here, just as a kind of a focal point for me to smear some lure on. Rock works well. I'm going to set this scat to the side. I'm going to go ahead. I have an old nice homemade drag right here. That one there I picked up in New Mexico, but I know it's going to work well. Let me go ahead and put on my surveyor tape on it. And what I'm going to do, yep, I got that there. Let me go ahead and bury this drag. I'll just bury it off to the side here. And then I'll put my trap where I want to. Boy, that is rock hard, isn't it? It'd be hard to get a trap to sit on that drag. So we're going to come over just a little bit, and then the trap will be sitting in its own bed. Yep, there's that chert. Chert is a rock-like substance that when exposed to air, it turns to rock, but it actually allows water to drain through. So kind of a neat material. Now, I'm no geologist, and if I got that wrong, then feel free to correct me, but I'll say this is that's what I have noticed. How about that? Okay. This has nothing to do with that. So let's make a trap bed. And that chert just, it breaks up in your hand. There's part of my chain. I don't want to get that there. We'll make sure we have plenty of cover over this. There we go. Make sure I don't, yep, this night latch is a little bit plugged up there. Tension is good. I'm going to use my sifter here to set that thing, because it just wants to sink. Here we go. Very good. Let me go ahead, and it's pretty stable. I have my spring underneath of the trap, really kind of helps stabilize that. Let's get our pan cover in. And let's put a little dirt or a little sand on top of that. Now I can go ahead and backfill. And there is no real, real blending or anything, but I can try to get it a little bit solid here. Make sure my trap isn't going to move, and it's good. Let's go ahead and make sure our rock is positioned. I'm going to put kind of the point edge just to make myself feel good. There's no real, we'll brush this out. There we go. Let's brush this out. Get all the stones out of here, and there we go. You could use your whisk broom and kick a little of that drier dirt, that drier soil on top. But that has that. Let's go ahead here and let's put this bobcat scat kind of in position right there. Off to the side. So we're going to put some gland lure. And I brought some seldom fails with me. I didn't bring my bobcat gland lures back in my home base of operations, but my seldom fails will work just fine. Let's just smear that. Now this is just as attractive to coyotes as it is to the cats. And my coyote urine ran out. So I wanted to try something different this year. So I'm going to try some gray fox urine I picked up. We'll see how it does. But anyway, it's got it from F&T. Put a little gray fox there. Let's put a little bit of this on top of the stone. We'll let it kind of air dry right there. But guys, there's no reason to put an attractor here because they're already wanting to be here. Now further down is my attractor for the other set. But I have a spot for cats that's just ready to go right now. This is an ideal spot for a scent post for cats and anything, but that cat's telling me he wants to be here, so we'll keep on going.